Is it possible to travel the country on a starting budget of nothing? Let's find out. We just got up maybe an hour ago at this rest stop here. It's called, what is it called?
Coeur?
Coeur?
Something.
Yeah, it's kind of on the border of Washington and Idaho. Yeah, we made it in last night and whoo, man, we decided to rough it because there's only so much money in the account. We did make a lot in Missoula, and so that should pay off a whole lot in Spokane. Anyhow, we're kind of still in that waking up mode right now. How you feeling, Boo?
I actually feel great. That was so much better than the first car camping experience.
She also feels good because we took care of the mess that was back here for a little bit.
Yeah.
This woman is the Tetris queen. And if she sees things that are out of funk, she'll put things back in funk.
What?
She'll reorganize it. She'll put it back together because she's good at that kind of thing. Thank you.
I love it when a plan comes together. I love when things are organized.
She's organizing things down there as we speak.
Yeah, I gotta keep my toothbrush and my moisturizer at easy access because that's like the number 1 and 2 thing I have to do in the morning. And drink some water, which I already did.
Nice. Where are we dashing today?
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene. I don't really know much about this place other than what the CVS lady told me yesterday. She said it was amazing over here. Mm-hmm. This place is like on top of a lake, and it almost looks like from the pictures that it's a bay of some sort. I'm not sure if it was a hotel that's sitting right alongside it, but it looks cool, and I can't wait to check it out. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go! Just made it into the Vault Coffee to get fueled. I haven't really had much of the coffee yet, but I can tell you, if you're in Coeur d'Alene, hit this place up because it is gonna get you jazzed, fingers. Something that Janelle and I have been doing every single day, or at least we've been trying to do every single day, is this book called A Year of Us. It's one question a day to spark fun and meaningful conversations. Guys, you can't assume that you know everything about your partner because you don't. A relationship should be getting to know your partner on an everyday basis. It should be about discovery, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes you don't know the questions to ask because there are some questions in here that took us places I didn't know we needed to go. So it's been really interesting.
It's been a lot of fun. Let's look at a question that we've already answered. If we were to take a how-to class together, cooking, wine tasting, dancing, art, knitting, learning magic tricks, financial planning, podcasting, what class would you want us to take and to what end? That was a fun question. I said podcasting. And what else did I say?
We both said maybe a photography class together.
Yeah.
We both enjoy being creative in that vein.
And what we realized actually was even though we had similar interests, the why behind it was a little bit different. You guys might think that Janelle and I are just amazing behind the camera all the time, but the truth is, when it comes to DoorDash and a whole lot of gig working stuff, we're actually not the best partnership. There's a lot of things to work on still. Like, we are fantastic friends, but as coworkers, we kind of suck, actually. But we're working on it, and I think we're getting better, don't you?
Yeah, it's been a lot better.
How do you think we're doing? Okay, let's get into our account details. Right now, we have $296.98. That's great, because we were down to 80 the last time I checked in with you guys. Thank God for the dash yesterday. Again, we made $263 in Missoula, Montana. So, that money should help us out in Spokane, Washington. I think I've already said that, but just in case I haven't, here it is. Nevertheless, there is still more money to be made. So let's take a look at the map of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It is very geometric over here. Lots of box shapes. So we are currently in Coeur d'Alene, which is this southern region over here, right on top of a lake. And then we have 4 other cities, it looks like, attached to this region. So today should go relatively well. What do you think?
Yeah.
If this dash is anything like what we just experienced with downtown Coeur d'Alene and the Vault coffee shop over here, I think we'll be doing good. Primarily because it's kind of bougie, kind of hipster-y. And those two things, I think, might lead way to some moolah. So let's make that money. We've been sitting here for a while now. 20, 25 minutes, I'd say. I mean, we drove around a little bit, but there's not much going on other than your typical $2.75 to $3.75 order. We didn't experience this in Missoula, only in Boise, which tells me something about you, Idaho. And it's not telling me anything good. I thought this place was going to be completely different. I mean, it's got a completely different atmosphere. Maybe not completely, just slightly. You guys seem to be really cool over here. Our barista was really cool. The sights and sounds, like it. Your DoorDash orders, on the other hand, man, I think when it comes to Idaho, there's more than what meets the eye. Yeah, you look great, but your heart, oh, your heart, it's corrupt. It's filthy. It's dying.
That's a little harsh.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that, but it kind of sucks.
We just haven't had good orders
Yeah?
when we've been here, but that's why we're making this video. I think if anyone in Idaho is watching, you can do better.
Yeah. It looks like we're getting an order right now.
Let's see what it is this time.
Oh, more of the same thing. Firehouse Subs, $3.75 at 3.5 miles.
Wow. Yikes.
Man, Idaho. Okay, hopefully this is a reflection, guys, of what is to come. Should you decide to come to Idaho, I think after watching this, though, you probably won't. And you probably shouldn't, honestly, unless you're here for potatoes. Even Instacart looks horrible here. We got a Target order. It's $12.08 for 9 miles. I mean, the items look good. It's exactly what you want. 9 items at $12.08. But 9 miles. Would you take that order? Turned out good, actually. Not at the store. I mean, we had to do a lot of shopping, but check this out. $10 tip. The lady left it under her porch mat for us. Not a bad start, huh? $19, I think, for that order.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
It made a kid happy, probably.
Yeah, he was probably throwing a tantrum in there, and so the lady was trying to bargain with toys. But, hey, $19 for that. Must have been one headache she was dealing with in there, huh?
My hypothesis is that she doesn't have any toys at her house for her grandkids. And she just needed something for him to do.
That makes sense.
Or them to do. They're bored.
That actually gets me thinking right now. What if all the orders here suck because people actually leave tips like these under their mats? I know it's a hypothesis right now, but let's see if it holds to be true. Okay. Hey, I said that we test this hypothesis, so let's do it. Safeway flour pickup. It is $11.50 at 13.2 miles. Who knows? The lady might be so jazzed that she too will leave $10 under her doormat. That was a mistake, guys. It was a mistake. Deep down in my heart, I knew it was going to be. But I had to test you, Coeur d'Alene. I had to test you. I wanted to see where your heart was at. Apparently I was right, Janelle.
I could say something, but I'm not going to.
What are you going to say?
So maybe Coeur d'Alene is testing our heart.
Oh, snap! I think it is, actually. Because my heart's starting to go sour. If you could taste it right now, it probably tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
Sour than sweet.
Sour than sweet, yeah. So,
We're going to find the sweet.
hopefully under this layer, we'll find something sweet. Guys, oh look. Check this out. The last order, $11.50 altogether, which doesn't sound too bad. Well, we drove 13 miles, and as you can see, the customer tip equals 0. So, are we going to be taking more orders like that today? Well, it sounds like it's just the way Portland is currently. I mean, I am praying that we do get better orders, but it's like Janelle said, you know, maybe this is revealing of our hearts, and we just gotta go with it. Sometimes life just throws you lemons, and you gotta make that key lime pie.
Did you say with lemons?
After that comment that Janelle made about this place, Alene, testing our hearts, I thought, you know what? Maybe I just need to slow down. Oftentimes, we could really get ahead of ourselves in this gig work life. And so it kind of leads to things like entitlement. And I feel like I've been getting there. Like, I deserve good orders all of the time. And yeah, I think that there's a healthy view of seeing your self-worth, as in, yeah, I deserve to be paid worth my time. But on the other end of the spectrum, we can get to a place where we feel like we deserve all of these things all of the time. We deserve amenities. We deserve high pay. Sure, I totally get it. But I think sometimes we need that slap in the face to tell us, hey, the world doesn't revolve around you. So what I decided to do is just kind of chill out. All these orders, yeah, they're low, they're coming, they're going, and I don't think a lot's going to change that. What can change, though, is my heart. And so we're going to chill here in front of this place, Party 101, and Qdoba. We'll wait for some orders, but I think primarily we'll just be using Instacart. We're going to be looking for the bigger fish in the area. Not because we feel entitled to it, but because, well, this is fun. It's supposed to be fun. That's the reason why we're out here, to begin with. Dashing isn't supposed to be stressful. Travel isn't supposed to be stressful. And quite honestly, that's what it's been for the past couple days. So it's time to change my mindset and my heart. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good about that.
Hey, I'm not the only one that's been a poop. We've been poops together, floating around in the same toilet. Costco, 1587 at 7 miles. I think this is doable. For a mid-session update. I want to talk about zones right now. We have checked out pretty much all the hotspots on this map here. Guys, there is no safe place in this place at all. You could pretty much take orders anywhere. If you want to take $3 to $5 orders, that's one option. Or you could just take decent orders on Instacart, which definitely is going to be our approach right now. Guys, take a look at the rain. It's coming down. It's been snowy and kind of rainy, and then snowy and then kind of rainy. It doesn't know what it wants right now.
Yeah, it's not really cold enough to be snowy, so it's just wet. But you can see the snow, and then as soon as it hits the windshield,
Here we are again. Somehow we made it to the end of the vlog. Right now we're eating Indian food at a place called, what is it called?
Mango Tree.
Mango Tree. And apparently it's a Spokane founded restaurant.
I don't know which was first.
Well, I'm excited because I got this heap of a platter coming my way. What'd you get?
I got veggie pasta, which is like, it has Indian cheese in it and vegetables and like a tomato sauce with coconut rice. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry.
Famished. Famished. After a day like this, you gotta feed yourself, guys. On that note, let's take a look at our hourly today. Altogether, we made $163.76 in 8.5 hours. This is actually really shocking to me because it lagged today. Like, really lagged. Guys, when you calculate the numbers, we made $19.27 per hour. It's the lowest that we've so far made on this trip, but it's actually not that bad at all. I think it falls short maybe 15 cents of Boise. Speaking of Idaho cities, guys, if you're taking a cross-country trip, you might want to pass this state because Montana was better and Oregon was better. And from what I hear, my sources say, Washington is the best in the Pacific Northwest. As always, there are a couple things to note about this city. Number one, it is not DoorDash friendly. Unless, of course, you're used to the minimum wage in this area, which is $7.25. It's just not gonna cut it for you. You see, most of the orders here are $1 for every mile that you drive. And in my book, that's a no-go. That is not something I touch with a 10-foot pole. A second very valuable thing to note is something I like Janelle to talk about.
So if you are traveling through Idaho, one thing that you should know is that there's going to be a lot of wide open spaces. So we've noticed when we were traveling around that all of the businesses and the homes are kind of spread out. So your travel time or the miles that are listed for the orders tend to be a little bit higher than your like typical maybe like 3 to 6 miles. We saw many that were like 7 to even 15 miles away. And I think that you spend a lot of time in this town and even in Boise like sitting at stoplights. I don't know why the stoplights in Idaho are so long, but man, the travel time well exceeded even our shopping times in some places.
And that's why we highly recommend Instacart over here. You want to spend as much time off the road as possible. Off the road and in the store, especially if you're working with two. Me and Janelle were kicking some major booty today with those orders, and hence our hourly went up quite a bit.
Yeah, but I have to say, this state is so beautiful. It's definitely worth visiting. It just might not be worth door dashing.
So, if you are taking a cross-country trip, make sure that this state is the one that you're going to be doing your leisurely activities. We couldn't really tell you what those are, actually, but they're here. They're here. Coeur d'Alene is beautiful. I mean, we really couldn't see the lake tonight, but just based off of the reflection of lights off of it, we could tell this place is magnificent. The last thing to note, if you want to do gig work in this city, make sure you're ready to have a heart check because it's going to entice that a whole lot, like it did with us today. But I'm really thankful that it did because I didn't really realize how stinky my heart was up until now. Hey, yours was too.
I didn't name any names.
Alrighty, well, that's it for now. We'll see you in the next vlog. Check out this lady that I married. She's so buff. She's so strong. Wow. There's more. Okay. nothing that we're interested in. Just magic. But seriously, look at her. Dang that girl. Man, she's strong. She's strong. Pushing a cart, carrying this water. My goodness. She's ready to bear children. Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Woo! What a day. Guys, if there's two of you and you're at least decent at shopping, it's totally worth going the Instacart way, but more on that in just a bit. We still have to deliver these orders here. Just admire these guns though in the meantime. Just admire them. Wow.
Look what I just found on the ground.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's not mine, from my pocket.
Oh dang, that's the Lord.
It was just like on the parking space.
Right here,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Dang, that's so awesome.